Hello. Hello. Hello, welcome in. Uh, yeah. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome to the vibe stream. So we continue making the vibe. This is the game development stream. For those who don't know, we create the game called Reports the Vibe, Synthwave Sandbox, social deduction, boomer shooter, a lot of customization, UI, interface, game rules, all this kind of stuff. Like a lot of like really cool stuff. And yes, we work with UnrealEngine, so me and my brother. UnrealEngine development process. And yes, live time, real time, I make the stuff. So the links. Hello, Zoshepto. Hello, welcome in. Welcome in. Yes, Lepo. Lepo is a trigger word. So, for those who would love to find the game, here are the links. I just for your convenience put this thing in the chat. Or in the links below. Howdy, partner. Howdy, yes, so... Oh my. So today we got a Friday, welcome Friday. So, this means like the Sunday is coming, the Gothic is coming, so... Yes, the new update, I finally fixed like the critical bug. Yes, the game is like playable, really good, all this kind of stuff. So I'm just like adding like in the process of adding like the new quests. Today I'm gonna add more like features for the interface, like more customization options. Oh yes, butterflies. Hello. Awesome. Like, how do you find these triangles? I love them. Awesome. Yes, this thing is growing. So plus I did some extra thing, and I want to share with it as well. So stream is 180p. I think it was always like this. I hope so. Otherwise, it would be like it would be the sudden revelation. So here we are, the synthwave. Yes. Interesting. Why this thing is like. I'm so confused of these random lags. Oh yes. So this is like the style of the game. You already saw this, Zoship. I'm just like maybe those one who is like first time step on this stream. So it's I realized it's really hard to make the engines. It's really hard to make the engines. So we got some like cool atmosphere. We can complete the quests, for example. Switch back to something like this. Looking awesome. Look at this stuff. Ah, awesome. Oh my god, I'm kind of like glad to be back. Glad to be back inside of the Unreal Engine. Because it's really something to make your own engine. So here we are, for example. We have completed quest. This is like the atmosphere, the approximate. For now we have just like the ability to customize this world, so we unlock the new gameplay elements and customize the world and just in general. Everything is like interactable, so we can like use these things. Character customization. So like color, skin, all this kind of stuff. Oh, we're gonna, by the way, customize the interface. Like here's the, what's going on? I hear myself somehow. We can customize the interface just like that. Have you played Atomic Heart? No, I've seen this thing. Wait a minute. How is this possible? Why am I able to climb through this thing? And the atmosphere customization. Oh yes. Awesome. Awesome. So yeah, so quite nice, like quite nice game, I know, but I wouldn't like, maybe I would like watch maybe some walkthrough, but I don't know, like again, me, I'm in a very special situation, like I don't have the time to really play any games. Sometimes why I enjoy like playing the Gothic on Sundays, because I I have like the official time schedule to have a rest, something like that, and just enjoy. Just enjoy. Why? Yes, I'm lagging because of what? Epic. So yes, when this goes to like epic, my stream overlay is like in suffer mode. When this thing high, it's okay. So this is what I've been working on with my brother. Like fantastic, awesome, very colorful and beautiful. And here's like another one. So what was done last week or so, like between the streams. So I was in the suffer, in the pain. Do you need RTX for reflections? No, we don't need. There is no RTX. It's just like the lumen reflections. But to me it seems like just fine. Oh yes, by the way, look at this stuff. So yes, I was in the suffer, like I guess so, like 3 weeks. I was also like on the background grinding my own engine, like 3.5 engine. So yes, we got scale, window resize, shader, like background change, something like this. And now we have like the FPS counter and milliseconds like delay. And what else? Rotating 3D models, like default the Susanna monkey head and the child, like the cube. And the most important thing, unlimited FPS. It's like the update is like too fast, so it's better to put this thing a little bit like smaller, like update, so it would be like noticeable for the eye to see the changes. Usually this is like the standard practice. I just like, oh my god, this works and this is like good. Like, I know, again, like this is like, oh my god, so many things on background to figure out how to calculate these things. You know, in UnrealEngine you just put the console command, show FPS, that's it. Here you have to like calculate this thing like manually. So anyway, behold, like this is like the camera. So now inside of this engine we can move the camera up, down, and basically I recreated like the UnrealEngine camera. So I still got some problems with like models, like they are jittering. This is not sure about how, I'm not sure about like why. This is like the EKS system, the one like which Epic Games they are currently integrating inside of the UnrealEngine. This system will be inside of the UnrealEngine in 2 years approximately. I already touched this thing. YW UnrealEngine camera VWMI. I want to know how many your engine can show. Not sure. Like so far as I understand, during like the initialization of like the engine, I put the settings to like according to the official like documentation to the V synchronization. So the FPS is actually bind to like my monitor. So I'm not sure how to put this thing unlimited, and I really don't want to put this thing unlimited. But it could be interesting, I don't know, like approximately like default Vulkan renderer, it's like 1300, something like that, maybe 3000 frame rates. Usually this just like the pure engine could give you. But this is like not really healthy for the video card to draw so many like frame rates per second. So usually you better to limit it to some like decent amount. Like usually the standard is like 30, 60, 90, 120. Like these are like the standards. Well, there are some other things, but usually this is it. So here we are, we got like the camera like the UnrealEngine, so we can move forward, backward, left, right, move the camera like mouse, and move up and down. And this camera has like the acceleration and deceleration, so like these parameters of like how fast the camera moves, like this smoothness, all this kind of stuff is fully customizable, so we can put any values, even like got exactly, if we get lucky, I'm not sure like which values they are. So we can like recreate like basically like the camera like inside of the UnrealEngine. What do you mean? What do you mean? Yes, thank you. Like this is like UnrealEngine, so we can go to like UnrealEngine, we press the right button, so this is like way faster because they have like different values. So like left, right, forward, backward, up, down. So Q down, E up. So this is like Q up, forward, backward, left, right. That's, yes, this thing, like camera control inside of like the editor. So basically this is like the simulation, and this is like already the simulation. basically. So yes, I was like suffering recreating like this camera. So like, oh my god. This thing finally completed, but still this got some like nuances. Like sometimes this had like jitters when I move, rotate. Not sure why, because so like you each camera movement you need to recalculate the whole world. Like the whole world in like in game engine code like the matrix. Can you imagine this thing? I can see jittering. Oh, you cannot. I don't know. Like I see. Like I don't know. Like it's jittering just a little bit. Oh, maybe now it's more. Everything all right. Maybe I'm just like maybe this is like the same thing. Like it will be inside of the Unreal. Vertex, yes, vertex, the vertex jittering, yes. So basically, each Unreal Engine world, yes, vertex jittering. It's like in PS1 games. Yes, why is this like happening? Again, like basically each engine, like the surface inside of like the engine, this one called like the matrix. So hello to the film. Matrix is kind of like the position in like grid and position front, backward, something like that. And every time when this monkey like and cube moves, the matrix recalculates. And anytime when I move my camera, the matrix also recalculates. And there is like I have found there is like an actual like process. You need to synchronize these processes. So you need to build like the line, like the order. So first you need to like rotate like the monkey. After that you need to rotate like the cube. And after that you need to like calculate like the camera, all this kind of stuff. So you need to make them in a specific order and not messed up with delta time. So I got like this delta time, like FPS. I need to like combine them like together, use like the single delta time. Otherwise there will be like these jitters. So in some way I synchronize them. So this jitters way less. Crazy, yes. Like it's not just. Can you explain delta time? Delta time is like the difference like between like time of like the engine, like the current and like. So when you start the engine, you just like, okay, now we calculate this time. So now we know when this time like happens. After that we calculate like the frames. So we how this thing plus increment. We increment the frame rates. We constantly increment frame rates. We write like the current like position like over the time, and after like on the next frame we write the next position in the time. And after that we like minus the current in the previous one, and we got our like the delta time basically. So this is like amount like the time between like each frame like draw, and we basically got our like delta time, aka like FPS. So something like that. And this is like the thing like step of like how fast like the engine draws like do these swap chains. So like actually now we see like actually there are some like two renders going on like behind the scenes. Like first one, the engine like create the picture, and after that it shows you like the picture. We usually see only like the second one. This one like called like to buffer image. Like one buffer image is like tremendously slow. You basically draw only one frame and you you can get like the strutters. 2 buffers is like the standard, usually like the standard. This is like while you see the image and on the background the video card creates like the another image, and there is like the third buffer, AAA buffer. You can also like put quadruple and the any amount of like the buffers. The more buffer you put, the more performance you will get. So but you get like the input lags. So this is like the drawback. Usually like the most of like the games use like 2 buffer. But it's really nice that you can just go inside of like the engine, open the engine and just put like any amount of like the numbers of like the buffers, and here we are. And yes, actually maybe if I will be able to find this thing where, so yes, it's just like, oh my god, so like amount of like the code is just like tremendous. And yes, by the way, this is like the flex system. Again, like something similar will be in Unreal Engine in 2 years later, in 2027. They promised this thing. I already like touched this thing, and it's really interesting. Like interesting. It's kind of like you, okay, like flex components, yes. You kind of like create like the bunch of like the structures. The like namespace is kind of like the category, and the structure of like the position, like rotation, scale, matrix, mesh, material, camera matrices, like tags, all this kind of stuff. Some games allow you change the number of some games allow you change the number of buffers, if I understand it correct. I don't know. Maybe like I haven't seen such an option, like change the amount of like the buffers. And usually this is like really crucial setting parameter. So like init this goes to like init. Oh, init Vulkan. Oh my god. I need add even more parameters. Buffer. Where this thing? Buffer. I've seen in some games option double or triple. Oh, nice. Nice. Then it's like, it's really nice. Because like, this is like the option which goes just right before the engine starts. So I'm not sure how to like how this thing will work. Okay, like buffer. So oh my god, I lost myself. This thing called like the boilerplate. Like this is like the special term, just like just regular standard like code, like you have to like put this thing in order to launch these things, you know. It always goes like the same, and you need to put these things like all together in order to launch to make the things works. Okay, anyway, like I don't know, like Too much buffer. I don't remember this thing. So if we go back to like the camera, this works in really in interesting way, like the EKS system. So far this is more like basically you like create like the entity, you just name it, add to the world, name it as you want, and you kind of like add the components. I give the components like position, rotation, velocity, my input data like speed scale, like tag, and after that this thing is not the same thing. Vertical synchronization, this is like basically tries to freeze like the frame rate of the game to match to the frame rate of like the monitor. So like if the frame rate like usually like parameters like frame rate like where's this thing like where is the parameter of frame rates? Oh my god, why? I miss the old Windows XP parameters. So everything was like super clear, understandable. Anyway, like, so why you need to sometimes do this vsync? Basically, in order to avoid like this random like look at this stuff now, there is no vertex like jittering, so this is like the floating like problem. So the picture might be like shattering, like scattering, I don't know how this word, like jittering, because they are out of sync. So the video card can go like more than allows like the monitor, and you will get like weird artifacts, visual artifacts. So basically this is like to synchronize them in order to just avoid the visual artifacts. And I actually got like the tooltip. So the tooltip graphics, vertical synchronization. Synchronize the game's frame rate with your monitor refresh rate to prevent screen tearing. May increase input lag. And yes, another tooltip that the vsync might not work, ensure it's not being overridden by the NVIDIA control panel. So this is like basically for what the vsync is. So just in general, oh now look at this stuff. Now I have jittering back, so it's like something like floating, like I don't know, like I have no idea, like okay, inside of like the engine, Unreal Engine, you just like work and you just like usually you say like you have no idea why this thing is not working. But in this case it's just like it's also like a render, like you have no idea why the render is not working. Like, is this like the desynchronization of like the matrix calculation, or is this like something different? Like I have no idea. So many things just like going on around. So but anyway, I think this is like pretty good result. I'm giga tired making this stuff. This like very exhausting. So we started like this. This is like engine first like day or something like that. So after that, like the shader blue, like gradient, I'm GUI connect, new shader, our first triangle, second like object, Now we got like this 3D object, like this Suzanne. After that we added like the Z buffer, basically like the depth test of like the vertices. We flipped like the render and the normals. Removed like clean the code, playing around with like background. Added like what's I gave like according to like the tutorial like the normal directions, which face the normals they look, and basically on that we got like the light calculation. After that, like the screen percentage resolution option, and yes, the lighting system, like now this thing works, and the basic material, basic shader. Some extra experiment from the tutorial, and after that I started to like replacing, like implementing the EKS, so like just some weird results. I scaled them, I moved them, blah blah blah, and now we got like the camera. So this is like the new system, like so far works really interesting in comparison like the traditional way. So we create like the entity, we add like basic like kind of like mini components to this thing. So we add like the position component. So, and inside of this, like this basically like the structure, just structure. Inside of this structure we also can set like some functions as helpers. And after that we set the base like parameters, how to like how this like camera should work, and after that we just run this thing and everything somehow works. And all this stuff is just like the boilerplate of like the Vulkan. You need to fill all this data. Yes, you need just fill all this data in order to like launch the renderer. Oh, so it was interesting experience, hard and fun in some way, but I'm kind of like giga exhausted. I don't know, like really hard to do this stuff, but it's really fun. And so far like this thing is like not working not correctly. So this is like this cube is the child of like this monkey, so it should rotate like an orbiter. But they rotate as like as a separate entities. I'm not sure how how to redo this stuff. I don't know. So I think I will take a break from making my own engine and focus more like to Unreal Engine. Because I'm giga tired. Maybe I know why. So this is like the Suzanne child, I think. There is like the set child there is like something like not this one. Yes, child of. Child of. Child of. Why this thing is like so weird? Child of. Susan. The type associated with into or no instance or a lot of like legs matches the arguments. Wait, what? Why? How is this thing? Add child. Add child. Entity. Do I need to make this legs? So I don't know, I need to see the documentation. Lex entity Lex and TT Oh. I don't want to do this thing right now. So yes. Got some interesting stuff, but still like this is like just... This fries my brain like... For 3 weeks I think this is like the good result, like from the scratch without knowing the C++. But just following the tutorial. But man, I'm so tired. But when we enter and start with the UnrealEngine, it's already there. Wow, this is like really beautiful. Like, oh my god. I'm more tired, you know what? From the mental efforts. as you might not know, like any mental effort creates like the ferment called adenosine inside of our brain. This like any activity. So do you, when you read the book, you do this adenosine. When you scroll the TikTok, you create this adenosine. Like any activity, you watch the movie, thinking about this stuff, observe the stuff. When you kind of like get the external sources of like the information to your like brain, this creates like this adenosine. And the more you put mental effort into something, the more you get like tired. So because your neurons work at max level. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. Oh my god, yes. Like the UnrealEngine, they did this great job, like really fantastic. Like I'm looking at this stuff and this looks beautiful. So, what I want to add today, just a little bit of C++ as well, and you see, I got like the customization here, so we can open and save like presets. Let's put something like morning. Yes, we can save it. Okay, randomize. Oh no, not the atmosphere. Interface. Randomize the interface. Save preset like this, E, and that's it. Reset, open preset, no open, something like that. And I want to standardize this thing on like everything. So we have the same thing like here in the atmosphere, like parameters, open preset, save presets. And I'm thinking about making this thing here as well. Why again high? Why this always goes to like high? I know why. I know why. So it's kind of like part of like this task. So I will move my previous C++ code from like the atmosphere custom user interface data from the ini file to the JSON file on like the in the folder of like the game, not in the folder of like C user data, something like that. This will be inside of our game folder. We will read the data from that place, and like we will get like set as default, open preset, and save preset. So you can switch like between like the graphic presets. Same for the audio, same for the controls, and same for the HUD. I want to have like the same like options, like open preset, save preset, just like that. This will be far. So eventually you will be able to like, I don't know, like for example, maybe you are a streamer, I don't know, for example, and you need to like bind certain like keys, certain audio, put certain like, I don't know, like the output device, something like that. And you could like store these presets, you know. Usually the problem with like the games I see when I'm not playing, but I watch how people play. I see like the streamers, they often have like the problem when the game got the update. Usually the the settings, they are broken, because this is how it works. Just new data, new structures, and the engine inside of itself is just like, I don't know what's going on. I just like reset this thing by default, and they had to like customize this thing over and over again. So I want to avoid this thing. And I'm thinking about like the engine, making your own custom engine. It's actually pretty fun, like kind of like maybe not fun, but rewarding thing. But man, you know, if you think it is hard to make the games, try to make your own engine. Like this is like the task is like extra, like double, like triple, 5-druple, I don't know how this thing, like 6-druple like difficulties. But the more you are into this thing, the more you kind of like, you know, like, you know, when you hold this whole context inside your head, it's just like, this goes here, this here, and it's kind of like just a routine, like nothing really crazy going on here. So graphics. And let's bring some palms, you know. And I know like the butterflies, they pretty often get cold, but what about the palm leaves? Okay, let's create like the getter. We will just copy the root folder for the graphics. Let's create the graphics. This is gonna be public function. U function. Blueprint who? Get root folder, graphics settings, just like that. Get root folder, graphics settings. Now I'm starting writing the things inside of the Unreal Engine inside like with gigantic like lines, because I'm getting tired of like the amount of like text on the screen. Like this is like too much. Copy. Wait, what? Why you don't find this thing? Oh, maybe it's just like the bug. Ah, F string. Wait, what? I'm lost a little bit. Ah. Yeah, return of past combined project vibe mods, graphics settings. Oh. What's going on? What's going on? This should be here. I'm giga confused where I was working all this time. Where did I put this thing? Get root folder, graphics settings. So this is now correct. Now I want to... Yes. So I guess I messed up like previously. I put somewhere where I'm not sure, but I put somewhere like the code. Not this thing. Interface settings. So, and bus plus, by the way, new feature for those who like I don't know C++. We could actually like hide, like make the categories like. This is like really convenient thing. So like previously I was making like the categories like variables, kind of like nice, but I still need to like scroll all this thing down. So now we can do like this. We call like pragma start region, or like region, just like region, yes. Pragma region. Variables. And here pragma and region. Boom. Control C. Just take this, will take a time, and boom, just like that. And now everything is gone. And we can get rid of this like gigantic thing, like this, like way more like clean. And I know I don't need right now like this category like config, like I don't know, like too much code like here. So this is like, I like this way more. Maybe this is like against like the official Unreal Engine like specification. I know they have like some sort of like the standards, do in this way, not in the other way. I mean like the writing. But man, like this thing, I'm not sure that. Unfortunately, Unreal Engine cannot let me like use property, comma, and put like value. You need to like fill them like manually each time. I mean like add this like macro like to each value. And look at this stuff now, like how this thing is like this so clean. So get root folder, we get rid of this thing so we can recompile. init config get root folder graphics set. I need to set the inherit component. Graphics wait, what? Why I cannot set? Oh yes, because of this thing. I need to add specific tag. Blueprint type, blueprintable. Yes. So, okay. Let's add another component class, actor component. This goes to like where? To components. But what, where exactly? This is how I watch them. Public components settings. Audio settings. Yes, no. Vibe audio settings. Vibe audio settings. Create. This will take a while. Really odd. So yes, this is Lepongian vibe. Copy the metadata. Let's create another one. Basically we can like Ctrl C, Ctrl V, so like function print for get root folder audio settings. Somewhere here. Audio. Good. Now we can close this thing one more time and recompile. And we will get like the audio settings root path, like in graphics, and we can inherit our like blueprints components from these C++ classes, and eventually we will get our functions in blueprints. Compilation successful. Basically what we got, pure function, we return a f string, We combined two paths. First one, project directory, and our text, basically something like append. So basically this is like project directory, like Leporzhny vibe project, and like yes, our custom like folder. We will store the things inside of these things. Graphics. Get a root. Yes, graphics, yes. Vibe graphics settings. Compile. Get a root folder graphics settings. Ta-da! So basically, this is something like this. But in C++, this is this. So we no longer use this thing. We will create like the giga structure. We will create the giga structure. But where and which? Maybe leave it here. Use struct blueprint type Interact. Graphic settings. F string screen resolution equal standard text. Wait, what? Ah, yes, generated body. Oh my god. Another boilerplate. Why you... Yes, why you messing with me? Ah, your property. Yes, this is like the difference between Unreal Engine C++ and just regular C++. You need to put all of this stuff. You don't need to do any of this in just regular C++. So resolution scale. Screen percentage resolution. I don't get it. Why you telling me? Oh, this is like cache. Famous the cache. Anti-aliasing mode. Frame rate limit. By default 75. View distance. You should add DLA in your game. I think this is something like tied directly to the video card. Like for example, on native AI from MD. So yes, like for example, I have an option. Like I had previously an option. Frame rate generation from the NVIDIA. So I got like there is like the plugin for the UnrealEngine, so you just like plug and play something like that. And you got like the ray tracing, like all this kind of stuff, frame rate generation from the NVIDIA, but you cannot compile the game with this plugin. First you need to like contact NVIDIA and like have the business conversation with them, like show them your game, present this thing, explain why and where you will use it, like ask the permission from the NVIDIA, and they will give you like the trick how you can compile the game and you can use it. So really, no, yes, this is like the official requirements, you know. Before you can apply this thing and you can play this thing in game editor or something like that, but you cannot compile the game. You need first to contact to them. Best corporation ever. Yes, that's why we need all our custom agents. Anti-aliasing by default 0. Interesting. Okay. It should be at least something. I think so. New property in 32. Misclick. We always need to add these things at the very end. Yes, boilerplate, just like regular system, like boring. You have to put this thing, like always. You have to. That's why this tech is not in any game. Maybe this is like the reason. Maybe, who knows? Maybe. But sometimes it's really, who knows, maybe it's not like such a must-have technology, because for example, like I was able to, like, they have like the sharpness, so they have like built-in sharpness like option, but I was able to recreate like the sharpness via the post-process, you know. UnrealEngine, they have like their own like temporal, like this frame generation. Plus, there is like the magic settings, which I, by the way, implemented. Oh my god! Which I implemented in my custom engine. This setting called graphics screen percentage resolution. So this basically what makes me do with this screen. Adjust resolution at which the scale scene is rendered before being upscaled to display resolution. Lower values improve performance at the cost of visual quality. So this is like giga low. Привет, Rodrigo. Привет. Hola. So, have you finished your scene? Yes. I was, I guess, in the middle of like half of the sleep during your stream, but I saw you put like everything together, like the crowd, the fences for the crowd, the lighting, the boolean with weird scale. So you try to scale this thing up and down. I remember this stuff. So yes, this is like kind of like magic settings, which is like giga lazy way to get the performance. So I put this thing somewhere like 80%. This is like enough. You really don't see the difference between like for the pictures, and it's gives you like tremendous amount of like the performance. But this is like giga lazy way, and if you don't have like the frames generation. Yeah. Yes. I actually like completed like as I said like in your chat, I was making like the camera movement inside of my engine, and yes, I was able to recreate like the camera movement. So like inside of the Unreal, left, forward, backward, left and right, up and down. So yes, I was able to finish this thing. It was giga confusing, giga hard, but yes. A weird hobby, you know. Make an engine. I had ghosting. How about ghosting? Ryan ghosting. I heard he rejected like the Barbie Barbie 2 sequel. Yes, ghosting is kind of like annoying thing. And I always thinking like maybe I messed up somewhere in the settings. Maybe this is me. No, this is actually like Unreal Engine problem. Yes. That's why I prefer DLA. We will see like what the new technology will bring us. Again, like the Unreal Engine, they already jumped to Vulkan, so they can give you like this type of like the quality of the render. Maybe the Vulkan they have like the ray tracing by the default inside of them, like, you know, and other like cool stuff. So if you go to like somewhere, I guess, project settings, render, or maybe what, or maybe it's editor settings, editor preferences, render, no, maybe platform, window. Yes, default RHI. So this thing currently working on Direct 12, but can be switched to Vulkan. So basically I could switch this thing to Vulkan, and potentially I could get even more performance boost, but have no idea how the shaders will react. And this will give me like 100% compatibility with like other operating systems. So anyone who is like making like emulators in Linux, they will get exactly the same results as in Windows. I have to see what to do with this surrounding. And I need a shader to give movement to the crowd. I gave you like a thought, like the making like the kind of like open but still like closed open world is a really tricky task. So there was like a very now I think it's very old game, but it's kind of like really interesting for me. This is kind of like the detective with some mysticism, I would say. And this game like it's kind of like shows you like the inside and outside, and they made like a really interesting trick. They made like the snow. They made a snow like snow, like time of like the day, the atmosphere, the settings, and they kind of like hide the rest of like the city, something like that. So they built like the small chunks, like the corridor, I would say, like the environment in some cases, and they like they nailed like the city. I don't know. So they made like this strict, so like bloom and hiding like the backgrounds. And by the way, this is like really interesting game. Like I don't know, I love this game. Feels so interesting. So yes, I don't know, like the Godot's, the performance, who knows. Inside of the Unreal, I just use, you know, kind of like streaming data layers. Basically, I load different maps, just like that, small chunks. Visual effects 3. Foliage 3 as well. Wait, what? Okay. Shading. Global illumination 3. Reflections. I guess also 3 as well. Yes, everything is like epic. I have a new idea for the game. Ooh. What kind of like a completely new game, like new game, or like a new idea for the current, like your game? Or for which game? Dynamic vibrance enabled. Yes, this is dynamic vibrance. So yes, here are like the NVIDIA, by the way, like all this kind of stuff. DVC more, I don't know, DVC intensity, saturation, boost, sharpness, like ray tracing, lumen, like all this kind of stuff. I don't know. But it's all like disabled. I removed this plugin, and upgrade for the players. Nice. This is awesome. My suggestion, just add it right away. Just like, if you have like the ability, just open right now the engine and add them. Like this is like, mwah. Like sometimes I tried to, when I got the idea, I tried to implement this thing right away. Otherwise, it will be gone. It will be gone. I don't know how this, like, I know, like, the brain actually very often don't see the difference between like the illusions inside of it and the reality. You think about like the idea and you just like, okay, the brain tells you, okay, the work is done. So Implementation? No, we just did this thing inside of our minds. Let's add the property vsync. Vertical synchronization. How this thing correctly spelled? Equal what? Equal what? Equal what? Okay, let it be true. Let it be true. Yep, I have a mirror for the game. Mirror. What does this mean? Micro, mirror. Maybe it's a Spanish. Mirror on Spanish and look. So what I got inside of my graphics settings? View distance. Okay, screen resolution, window mode, screen percentage resolution, FPS limit, vertical synchronization, global emissive power, brightness. Brightness, I have the I already have the brightness, yes. So global emissive power. Settings, graphics. I think I want to add, like, put exactly the same order. View distance. Anti-aliasing. Anti-aliasing method. Like mod. Okay. Anti-aliasing mod. Post-process, shadows, texture, foliage, global illumination, reflections. After that, screen resolution. A window mod. Screen percentage resolution. FPS frame rate limit. Vertical synchronization. Global emissive power. Brightness. And color deficiency. Color deficiency type. What else? Color deficiency severity. Preview, color deficiency preview. Deficiency. Show correction. Show correction. Okay, I will leave it as it is as show correction and put my phone to charge. So, and finalize. So this is like the correct order of all graphics settings. This is our Giga structure, and basically we will be able to like create like these structures like presets all the time. So I mean, like if we need, we could create like other structures. I'm kind of like sure this is gonna be not really popular parameter settings, but it's kind of like cool to have this thing. It's all about the vibe. Brightness. No, we don't need brightness. Normal vision. Why you... Oh. Good. And this is gonna be really easy. So we will save this thing as a structure. So this is wipe interface types. Now we need to add this thing to our graphics settings to CPP. Include Why? I'm not sure about like still needs to figure this out, because there is like the difference when you put the include inside of the header or like the CPP. If you put this thing inside of the header, this like considered as like the bad tone. This could increase like the compilation time of like the game, and it's usually not the good case. Start region start, how to region. No. No. Yes. Okay. Eh. Mm-hmm. Good. Good. So let's compile this stuff. Save it all. Ah, yes. Unreal Engine. I cannot just name this structure as structure. I need to put F prefix to it. Yes, this is like something like really like what? After like just pure C++. Like what? Okay. Loading. And I'll be right back. Hmm. Ah. I think I forgot to... Yes. I forgot to declare. Oh, maybe it was. Oh, structure. Okay. Mhm. So let's get rid of the compilation time. So we get rid of the wipe interface types. Like, I'm not sure that we need this thing here. And we get to wipe interface types. We got like the graphics settings. And we take this all from here and declare inside of the graphics settings. Because like, why we should use this thing in other places than just graphics settings? Drink as a real man. What is that? This is like the mineral water. Darida. Darida mineral water. Natri, Kali, Calci, Magni, Solidum, Chlor, HCO3. Sometimes I just drink these mineral waters to get these micro elements, because like it's not really healthy to drink coffee all the time in order to get rid of the illusion of that you don't have the adenosine inside of your brain. So the coffee wash away the minerals, so in magnesium, calcium, magnesium. Yes, I'm a little bit like transliterating, speaking in Russian. So yes, Natrium. I don't know, like this thing, it has like the K. Ah. Farida. So how this thing called like commercial integration. So yes, it's like just pure mineral water is like really underrated thing. Usually there are a lot of like sweet water, and it's completely the opposite side of the healthy. So, and the mineral water is like cheap, and it's kind of like gives you something like really useful for your body, because like the just sugar water just basically gives you like the sugar, like the insulin spikes. Yes, this gives you like the dopamine, but it's kind of like long-term run, this is like not healthy. If you got a lot of like sugar inside of your stomach, you will get a lot of bacteria which will eat you alive in your stomach, and you have to increase your immune system, and this is like the stress for the body, and like blah blah blah. All biology. So I declare this thing inside of this component without any data type. And an error. Why? I think it was like not fast enough. Closure. Yes, success. Sometimes this takes like a minute to close the engine. You know, it's kind of nice to work in C++ because eventually, if or maybe when, maybe when I want to convert this thing to my engine, the only thing I need to do is just remove this macro thing, like view property, F, all this kind of stuff, and that's it. This will work. But also I need to rename like the variables. Like I work snake case. I find the snake kind of like old school and really easy to read. Snake case, this means when you type the things inside of like the Visual Studio, like for example from the small letter like view underline distance, this is like snake case, like classic C language style of writing the variables. It's really like, it's more like tradition, and it's really easy to read from the like long distance, something like that. And like this one is like the Pascal case. This is like Unreal Engine feature. Also we got like the Camel case, like view distance. So like first letter like small, second one is big. So there are no like strict standards how to write inside of like the projects. You could pick anyone. You can even like do like this, like I don't know, like just jumping. You can do this thing, but it's really uncomfortable. Like for example, like yes, view this, and you can write like this, but it's really like uncomfortable. So yes, Unreal Engine just like historically decided to write in Pascal case. And you have to follow these rules inside of the Unreal Engine, otherwise their compilator could give you an error and everything will be broken. And also I have a problem, like this is like specifically like for my language. Sometimes like, or very often, I switch like the keyboards between like the Russian and language and English. So you see, like this is like okay, like Ruski. You see, here's the problem with these letters. With this letter, because in English we have the C, and look how they look. They look exactly the same. And very like if you type C and C in English and Russian, they are identical, like visually. But from the machine perspective, they are different, and you can accidentally put like the wrong letter, and there will be like an error, yeah. and you will not find where exactly. It's really hard to find them. Don't tell me I forgot to declare this thing again. Yes. What's going on? I forgot to declare. Yes. So you property edit anywhere, blueprint the read and write. F graphic settings, graphics settings. Now this will be seen. I need to add the parameters for VHS. So currently I have just one standard parameter. Yeah, finally. Yet and set. Here we are. The C++ gigastructure with all parameters. Yes, yes, yes. init config. Init config custom JSON config graphics load from disk. So load no struct load struct from JSON. Struct, we will name it graphics settings and set. If true. Clear this thing. So clear this means I will basically clear this thing and overwrite. So this is like automatic, just in case if I did some changes while I was working with this thing. So this helps to keep the file constantly like with correct data inside of this thing. So if not, we just like okay set graphics settings. Save it to the disk. Boom, that's it. Okay, and now we need to call this thing. Layer controller. In load graphics settings main. So we load the graphics settings, we load all this stuff. Screen resolution, blah blah blah. Look at this stuff. Just look at this thing. Like, oh my god, look at this thing. So this is like the old code. So we do these, 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 these. And after that we could go with this. But now this is just this. That's it. That's it. Awesome. Oh my god. Load settings, init config. That's it. The only thing I need to have is to apply. Like apply graphics settings. Apply. So we load config file and we apply this config file. And we apply this thing like window mode. So we get yes, by the way, so now we can actually like start remove this stuff, graphics data, apply graphics settings. Yes, apply. To apply. And we need to make sure that we have yes. Get graphics settings. And this is like bug why I have this thing is not working. Like I was wondering why my graphics settings is never resets, because I get wipe user game settings. Currently I use my custom one, so I need to decide, should I use it or should I not use it? Maybe I should not, but so far I will use it, and I need to call this thing. Boom, boom, boom. So view distance. Set anti-aliasing quality. Set anti-aliasing method. Method mode. Wait, what? Interesting. Where this thing? Where I put this thing? Where I put this thing? Here. Method. Method. I don't get it. How can I set this thing like this? Default value. It should be like this. Wait, what? I don't get why it's underlined this thing. Window mode. Uh, e. Oh wait, what? So they should be like this. So reverse. Ah. So it should be reversed. Anti-aliased mode E equal. Method. Still, I don't get it. Like, what the? What do you mean has no storage? Is this the cache or what? No member temporal A. How? What do you mean AAM? Huh? What a twist. What a twist. What a twist. Is that so? Is that like this? I don't get it. Why this thing refuses to work? Error type. Anti-aliasing methods. I don't get it. So let me ask AI. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. So how this could be, how this should be like this, and this. It's like the correct way. Oh my god. What a twist. What a twist. And yes, quite logical. Quite logical. Uh-huh. So, but now you know what? Thank you. Now I want to check not like my custom enum, but there was like the default enum, anti-aliasing mode. So I could use the original anti-aliasing mode. Can I? I think I can't. So this thing is not exists. So okay. Okay. Oh my god, it's already 3 hours. The C++ development process is like way slower than just pure blueprints. It's just like sky and earth. Or maybe I'm just like too cooked nowadays. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So it's not that easy. Set anti-aliasing methods. So yes, I have to select so this is my C++ function. So there is no way you could by default set the anti method. Oh yes, no, you cannot. You cannot set the default anti-aliasing methods like with the inside of like the shipping. You have to make the C++ function. No, I like more in this way. Hmm? Wait, what? Window mod. Full screen mod. Okay. Mm-hmm. Full screen. Windowed full screen. Windowed. Pa, 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 pa. Pa, 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 pa. Da-da. And I need to create another one, like the last. Okay. Let's reopen this stuff. Normal vision. Diu Tiranope. Tiranope. Tritonope. Why are you acting like this? Within them. Ah, this is something like. Ah, wait, what? Good. Why? Wait, what? What's going on? So yes, there was like the phantom mistake with like opened engine. It was thinking that engine is opened, but it's only just my overlay, but with the same name. You know what? I cannot call my own like effect. It's bizarre. Wait, what? What? Mm. Full screen, window, full screen, window. Oh. Yes. This is it. This is it. This is like the lot. Graphics. Apply graphics settings. So we init config and apply them. Good. Now get rid of this stuff. You know, maybe fun, maybe not the fun fact. Or maybe this suggestion, pretty accurate suggestion. If you meet a person on the street which who plays the loud music from the car or have some extension add-ons on the car, like to make more noise. The psychologists, they say that usually this person has sociopathic features of the character. And this is like another option. This is like attention seeker person. I really want to sleep. Okay. Just like that. Next. Look at this amount of code. Oh my god. All this stuff goes away. Madness, madness. Yes, and these settings, they are important to be replaced by my custom settings. And after that, return back to the normal. And all these variables need to be replaced by this structure. All graphics settings kind of mess up. So they should be like, okay, this, and this. So, because otherwise I set, apply, set, apply, set, apply, set, apply, set, apply, set, blah, blah, blah. It would be better set, and after that apply. It would be way, way better for the optimization. So just I give this boolean everywhere. By default it's true. So in our regular places we still apply. Here we set to false everything. Okay. So maybe this is it. Maybe we will call it for today. like short stream. Like, oh my god, I cannot stand this thing. I want to sleep so badly, so I'm just like turning off. Literally. So yes, this is like the backside, the dark side of like trying to make the game, trying to make the engine, and all this like streamer stuff. I don't know, just in general. Plus, you got like the live on top of that. It's way, way, way too hard. So, we almost completed the graphics settings. I have left just some like last preparation, such as like make sure like apply settings they work, like replace this like game user setting with my game user settings. After that, save settings to the JSON config. And update interface if needed. Update interface if needed. Yes, I need to like, well, I will add like the dispatcher in C++, and I will bind to this dispatcher my UI, and when I need, I will update the UI. And just last, make sure that the custom settings, they are saved. It should be saved. So this is it. This is it. We will see. Like, probably I will not like connect. I will not continue the stream like today later. Probably not. But I will be on Sunday. So I will take a nap. I don't know, maybe for a couple of hours, and I will. Yes, Rodrigo, see you. See you as well. I will take the nap, and after that I will continue the work. I'm giga tired. Just need to reload. And as a regular, I will be on Sunday playing the Gothic remake. So yes, this is it. Again, as usual. Take care of yourself. I will try to remind this thing to myself as well. And have a wonderful weekend. So we have left just a couple of like days, maybe like weeks of this summer. So just go outside just for a little bit. Just go for outside for just a little bit. I think we will not raid today, so you're ready to go, Rodrigo. And again, I appreciate you for being around with me. Yes. Have a wonderful night, day, and morning, everybody. And enjoy the vibe. Okay?